When Israel strikes, Bitcoin crashes, but when Iran returns the favor, Bitcoin doesn't move. Is there some hidden strength pushing us higher towards new all-time high? Or is the price action already programmed to crash towards $93,000? Let's analyze.
My crypto paradise.
Hello ladies and gentlemen of the Paradise Club, this is Simon from My Crypto Paradise. Today we will be exclusively focusing only on Bitcoin. As you know from the previous update, I have told you that with the highest probability we will start crashing because we have just finished this ABC zigzag pattern at around $109,000. As you can see, since then we have crashed by around 6%, ladies and gentlemen, and right now the question is what's gonna happen next. So we will analyze Bitcoin on high time frame, medium time frame and low time frame, and once again, as always, we will determine the next highest probability price action. So let's take a look at the daily time frame, at our high time frame chart, ladies and gentlemen, and we can immediately see that I have already put numbers and some letters at our chart right here at the price action, and basically we have been analyzing together in the previous videos this impulsive motive mode wave that I do believe is the first higher degree wave of our new trend that is going to be bearish. All right, so right now everything seems like it's going to be bearish, however it might change, but right now calculate with me, we have created for the first time since April, as I've told you in the previous video, a corrective mode wave to the downside, which is not corrective anymore as it was previously right here. Always it was just some kind of a triangle, but then we got an impulse higher, right? Triangle on the downside and impulse higher. Right now, however, we are finally making an impulsive motive mode wave that is more complex than just a simple triangle or anything like that. So I do believe that the trend is going to be changing, ladies and gentlemen, and you know that I'm bearish for a while, unlike others basically calling for a new all-time highs at around $200, $300, $400,000 even, ladies and gentlemen. And right now I do believe that the probabilities are really suggesting that first of all we will revisit $93,000 and then we can go even much higher. But what's gonna happen after $93,000, and can we really go there? Because right now something bullish is showing right here, but we will discuss everything and you will understand my projection for the next upcoming few weeks and months. So to the downside we have created 5 moves to the downside, right? That basically means if you are reading our university, our blog posts on mycryptoparadise.com, that we have created a first impulsive wave, right? As you know, the motive mode waves subdividing itself into 5 smaller waves. The motive mode waves 1, 3 and 5 also subdivides itself into 5 smaller waves. That's how you can understand if you are in a corrective mode wave, actionary, reactionary, etc., and helps you to already aware in the Elliott Wave Theory price action development we are at the moment. And I do believe that we have finished the higher degree first wave because we have subdivided itself into 5 smaller waves. Then we have created the corrective mode wave to the upside for the first time, right? Which on the lower time frames we have understood that it's being created by an ABC zigzag. We will be talking about it as well. Well, and right now I do believe that there is a high possibility that we are creating the third wave, which is also a motive mode wave and subdivides itself into 5 smaller waves as well. So I do believe that right now we have created the 5th smaller wave. As you know, then there is going to be a second, third, fourth and fifth, I do believe will finish at $93,000 until we can reclaim the previous high right here. If we will reclaim this previous high, that means we will break above it with nice volume that will be above average. I will be looking at some invalidation confirmations, that is a retest this resistance into a support, right? And then I want to see on some lower time frame perspective some kind of base forming, and then okay, I will be like, this resistance is changing into a support, I'm looking for a new all-time high, and I will be able with the Paradise team inside of Paradise Family VIP to start positioning into some nice risk to reward professional trading setups, and with those targeting the new all-time highs. And as you already know from the ultra high time frame perspective, as I have already written with the ParadiseTeam inside of our free Telegram channels, the next major resistances are 121, 135 and $169,000. all right, but right now it seems like we will not be touching them, even though you are right now seeing this bullish hammer candlestick pattern. And this is right now quite bullish on the daily time frame, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because there was a price action lower, right, and then the bulls stepped in. Take a look at the volume, it was much greater than the previous two bearish candles, right? The bulls stepped in and they basically pushed the price action all the way up during that one day, and that basically creates this bullish candlestick pattern with the long wick and just a small body, right? As you know, this is a textbook example of a reversal bullish hammer candlestick pattern that you usually see at the end of some trends. So I do believe there is a nice probability that we might go a little bit to the upside before going to the downside. And this is not the only sign, right? But we are waiting for confirmations. What I would like to see is something similar that happened right here. We have broken the previous support and then we have retested that into a resistance and we have continued to going down, right? Something similar I want to see right here as well. But there needs to be the confirmations, right? Here also it was a confirmation. We have closed the daily below and we have also had the nice retest, and then on the next candle there was much higher volume, right? So these kind of confirmations I will be looking here as well, that will with the ParadiseTeam allow us to make some nice high probability trading decisions, right? So what I want to see is something similar, because we didn't retest it this previously support as well, resistance. We didn't have a bearish retest just yet, so I want to see some pump to the upside, and if there is going to be the confirmations, I will definitely be looking to aggressively shorten the market. However, what I'm waiting for right now for confirmations from the daily perspective in order for us to believe that we can go higher, and I will be talking about the levels where I'm looking at on medium and low time frame spectrum as resistances. I will be talking about the levels I will be with the ParadiseTeam monitoring as a potential supply zones. I will be talking about that very soon on medium and low time frame. But right now, from the confirmational purpose on daily time frame, I want us to close a daily candle, at least one, above the moving average trend line, the orange trend line right here. It doesn't need to be this one on Saturday, but at least on Sunday I want to see one candle closing above the moving average trend line. That will be some confirmation that we might go higher, because this bullish hammer candlestick pattern, thanks to this next candle confirmation or the one on Sunday, will get its confirmations as a reversal candle. All right, so let's shift our focus right now on medium time frame, ladies and gentlemen. What can we see right here is a beautiful retest of our neckline of the previous analyzed inverted head and shoulders pattern, thanks to which we have understood that the next target is going to be right here. And as you know, we have nicely rejected from this resistance level. Together with that, if we take a look at our website mycryptoparadise.com, we can see that we are right now, from the fear and greed perspective on the daily time frame, almost we are creating a triple bottom, right? This was the first bottom, second bottom, and right now we are having a third low at the same point, that is 40. I want to see some greed in the market again, okay? I want to see retail greedy long in. I want to see positive funding rates, ladies and gentlemen, so then we can have a beautiful long squeeze to the downside and liquidate all of these crypto noobs that are just trying to get rich quick in crypto, right? So I will be monitoring this with the ParadiseTeam as well. Once we are back at around 60 to 80, this will be another confirmation that yeah, this is it. Together with that, if we will be below some important resistance, this is always a beautiful sign. That's why we have prepared this for you on our website mycryptoparadise.com, so you can monitor that very easily yourself when you shift your focus into MCP Insights and click on this fear and greed. We have more indications right here that helping us to make better trading decisions, so definitely take a look at it. It will help you as well, I believe. So if we take a look back at our 4-hour time frame, ladies and gentlemen, here as you can see, not only that we are retesting the inverted head and shoulders neckline, but we are also turning that into a support if this this another retest will be successful. As you can see previously, it was working as a resistance, right? Right now we are trying to shift it into a support. This is exactly what I'm talking about, break and retest, right? So from medium perspective, this is bullish. I do believe that this might hold if we can have the retest successful. Also because the hidden bullish divergence that we are forming right now, as you can see on the MACD histogram, we are creating lower low, but the price action is making a higher low. Again, from our website, this is a textbook example of a hidden bullish divergence. The price is making higher low, the indicator is making lower low. A beautiful example. What does it mean? It means that there was loads of exhaustion of momentum, right? However, somebody was accumulating on that selling pressure. That's why, unlike the histogram created a lower low, the price action couldn't make a lower low and actually created higher low. All right, so this is a bullish sign, ladies and gentlemen. Together with that, the bearish momentum keeps on declining hour and hour by hour. So this is another bullish sign that with the highest probability we can have a little push to the upside. From a confirmational perspective, I'm looking at the RSI moving average trend line with the indicational line. I want to see a bullish cross, ladies and gentlemen. Once I get the bullish cross, this will be another confirmation that we might revisit close to the previous highs or a little bit below. So let's talk about the levels right now. I will also share with you where the whales have their sell limit orders, okay, in a minute. But first of all, let's take a look at the price action on the Elliott Wave Theory right here and on a few technicals. So as you remember, ABC, zigzag, beautiful. We have been analyzing the subwaves together, and then we started to create 5 moves to the downside, right? 1, 2, this was a beautiful flat right here, secondary corrective wave, then a third finished right here, all right, at the previous high of the skewed triangle right here. Then we had an uptick and it was very quick, okay? This was very quick, very sharp fourth wave. There were no indications for a confirmation of a further downside, right? But then because of the conflict between Iran and Israel, the price basically escalated very quickly to the downside. So I don't believe, like as you know, the news never make the market. It would move down anyway, all right? You know that I've been projecting the downside movement, so it would move down anyway. But these kind of news, like somebody shoots somebody or something strikes somewhere, you know, like these are just catalysts. Or when Trump something says on the media, it doesn't matter. The news never matter. The move would be there anyway, but it would just take either like longer, or before it would be like longer sideways movement, as it is typical for the fourth waves, right? And then there would be an impulsive fifth wave, final fifth wave. But the news basically work as a catalysator. They fasten the things up. Why? Because basically there is some news, right? Few people react on it, and basically it creates a domino effect, right? So as you know, there was loads of stop limit and liquidation levels below us that also escalated the price action of Bitcoin, and we have created the fifth wave right here. The fourth wave was very fast, okay? There was no confirmation. It was like a small zigzag, and it's very untypical for the fourth wave to create something like this. It's usually a triangle, more sideways movement basically, and I do believe that if there wouldn't be the news, all right, we would have some longer consolidation that would take much longer. So right now, however, we have concluded the 5 moves to the downside. This basically is a higher degree wave. Which wave? Well, take a look back. So we are creating basically the third wave, in my opinion, to the downside, and the third wave also subdivides itself into 5 smaller waves, right? So I do believe that this is the first wave of the higher degree third wave, all right? So basically this is it. And right now, as you already know, I have shared with you the impulse, right? What's come next? A corrective mode secondary wave, and it can be either a zigzag or a flat pattern, running flat, etc. Some kind of more complex corrective mode waves like a triangle or a double, triple zigzag are less likely, but it's possible as well. So with the ParadiseTeam, we are monitoring the price action right now. It might be a zigzag, ladies and gentlemen, because here we can see a complex wave which might be a 5 moves to the upside, and then we will create secondary wave, and the third wave will take us higher, where I will be talking about that in a second. So right now, however, what we need to be careful careful about are these hidden bearish divergences. As you can see, the price action creating lower high. However, the indicator, RSI indicator right here, is creating higher high. Together with that, the MACD indicator on the histogram is also creating a higher high on the histogram. Can you see it? The previous high was right here, and then we have created another higher high, unlike the price action. So what does it mean? It means the opposite of the hidden bullish divergence, right? It basically means that retail is very aggressive. There is loads of long positions coming in, but somebody is keeping the price down. Somebody is distributing on the buying pressure, okay? As you can see, we are having that also on our website, all of them, all right? And the hidden bearish divergence is one of the strongest ones, so we need to be very careful. Lower high, higher high on the indicator. It's a bearish divergence, bearish hidden divergence. That is why I'm not looking with the ParadiseTeam for any long positions. Why? Because basically the probabilities are very low for long in the market right now. I'm just looking for increase in short positions, increase in the strength of short positions, and for short trading opportunities. However, once we have a bullish cross on the RSI indicator, and here I will be very conservative, I'll be also wanting to see some kind of reclaim. That means a bullish retest of the moving average RSI and trend line. I will be looking for some higher prices, all right? And then it really depends on what kind of a corrective pattern we will be forming. It will be a zigzag, it will be a triangle that subdivides itself into 5 moves, it will be a flat pattern that have a corrective AB and impulsive C wave. It really depends, right? That is why with the ParadiseTeam we are monitoring the market 24/7, and once we have a solid confirmations, then we are aggressively inside of ParadiseTeam VIP creating a professional trading setups. So right now, however, the support on the low time frame chart I want to see to hold is definitely the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level at around $103,900 and basically $103,000. All right, so I want that to see to be holding, and if that's going to be case, I might project for the price action of Bitcoin that we might be having a zigzag or a running flat where the C wave is much extended above the previous A wave. And where I'm looking for some rejection, ladies and gentlemen, for that let's have a look where the whales are having their sell limit orders. Okay, so as you can see right here, we are taking basically aggregating from all of the exchanges where the big sell and buy limit orders are, and right now we are looking at this level right here at around $108,000. So we definitely want to see a reaction from this level. It's also a nice VPVR zone right here, so there was loads of selling pressure going on right here, distribution, loads of, so if there's going to be some push to the level, these kind of big bears will be definitely defending this a lot. All right, it's also this structural zone where we had loads of support previously, and then after we have break below it, we have turned that into a resistance. So it will be working nicely. The VPVR, the volume profiles there as well. If another Fibonacci retracement levels from the higher degree perspective are there as well. So I will definitely, if we will be going to the upside, looking right here at this level for some correction, and after further confirmations, I will be taking a look at some nice short opportunities. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, right now, if the price action will start going to the upside, that means these Fibonacci retracement level will be holding. We will be definitely looking at these zones for a short opportunity. Okay, so this might be the price action, and once we start breaking below this neckline, ladies and gentlemen, you know that we are creating this big head and shoulders pattern, right? So once we have a confirmation that this is going to be reclaimed, as you can see right now it isn't, we went above it. So once we will have a reclaim with a confirmation, as you know, I'm looking for the $93,000, ladies and gentlemen. So the price action from medium time frame perspective can look similarly. We will be revisiting this zone right here, and then there will be a correction towards $93,000. On the higher degree perspective, we will be retesting the key high time frame support zone, ladies and gentlemen, which is sitting exactly at around $93,000, given that these resistances will be holding, right? So however, we need to be careful also if the Fibonacci retracement levels candles from the lower time frame perspective on the lower time frame chart will not be holding, and we will start reclaiming below them, we can straight go down towards $93,000, ladies and gentlemen. And then it really depends on your strategy, how you can position yourselves. Inside of ParadiseTeam VIP, we have our own strategies. I am doing my maximum to keep you updated on daily basis every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. If you are enjoying these updates, feel free to smash the like button. You don't need to, of course, but if you like this video, smash the like button, and I will see you again next time on Tuesday. Cheers.